Welcome to another episode of the XL Tribesmen podcast. I need to put my order down. Today, I'm joined by an influencer that I've been watching forever. He goes by a very interesting name, which I do want to know the history behind. Carpe Diem. For those of you who don't know him, introduce yourself, Carpe Diem, to the people. Tell them your name, because I think we just know you as Carpe Diem.
Yeah, so it's Carpe DMG. DMG.
Oh, sorry. I got it. Carpe DMG.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm Carpe DMG. Big and tall influencer on Instagram and now TikTok.
We're going to get into this TikTok thing a little later because it looked like that's where our audience really lives at.
Hey.
This is why I have people on the podcast, because they help us figure out how to get to the next level. And if we have, that might be an untapped market, but we'll get into that a little later. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. So my name is Destin Grayson. I'm from, I live in Columbus, Ohio. I've been there for about...
From the Show Me State? Y'all part of Bow Wow or what?
Yeah, the Midwest, the mighty Midwest. I'm a part of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. Married, one kid. I've been doing this influencer, I guess you call it influencer. Now I'm like I say content creator.
Yeah, because I feel like you move beyond. I feel like influencer is a name reserved for people who only influence. I think once you're responsible for creating, editing, sketching, doing, recording, filming, mixing, mastering, that you move into a whole nother stratosphere. You're right. Influencers sound like that ain't all I do.
Right.
Listen, I have to figure out how to make these cameras work. Hey. I got to figure out how to make me look good. Right. I got to figure out how to do my transitions. That's not an influencer at that point.
Right.
So you're right. I'm going to stop calling myself that because I'm not. I'm a content creator.
Creator. Yeah, put some respect on our name. You know what I'm talking about?
Pulling up on you.
But yeah, I also, my wife and I, we have a company, a business called Just Friends 614. So we do parties and events for young Black professionals in Columbus, Ohio.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. See, the more you know. I knew about that, but I didn't know what the purpose of. I thought y'all were party promoters. I didn't know it was specific. See, the more you know.
Specific demographic, yeah. So it's for the young Black professional, but it's open for all. You know, we're definitely inclusive. We had different events. So coming up, we have an event called Juneteenth-ish. So it's a week before Juneteenth. And we decided to do it a week before just because Juneteenth, the actual week, is becoming so saturated that day. So we're like, let's do it a week before, just so we can have a pre-Juneteenth type of situation. We do, yeah, we do it for the community. We have different sponsors. We have different community stakeholders come through, say a few words. We have local performances. We also support Black vendors. So we have Black vendors all over the park that we use. And it's just, you know, to celebrate the culture. You know, we're really not messing with the 4th of July anymore because we weren't free then. So, you know, Juneteenth is where we at.
Gotta let the people know we were not free. So what I wanted to get into is I've been following you for quite some time. I must say, it feels like everything on the internet feels longer than it is. So I'm going to say about 4 years.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, but I feel like I've been following you a long time. I've been following you since before you got married. So how long has that been?
We're going to be married we got married in 2019, which was, it's almost 3 years. So yeah.
Okay. So before that.
Yep. So about 4 years. Yes. Right.
Yes. Y'all used to do like these little photo series, hashtag with your Destination Grayson, I believe.
Destination Grayson, yep. Mm-hmm.
So I've been following you right around that time, maybe a little before that. That's how long it's been.
Yes, sir.
So for me, I've been watching your evolution, and you're right. you were just doing photos, but now it looks like I feel like once you start getting into we talked about the content creation, like you're doing, like you did your tailoring series, you're doing your getting readies with me right now. So what made you move from just influencing, like we talked earlier, into full on content creation? Like what made that a thing for you?
Well, honestly, you got to be nimble. As I said, I talked to, I met Devin on Deck, who's a person that I've been really inspired by some of his work.
Oh, his content is flawless.
Crazy. I tried to even start a YouTube channel. I got a couple videos up. I need to get back in there because YouTube is a good place to be in as well. But I just saw what he was doing, and he really was never a picture guy. He did a few pictures, but now it's just all video, all short form video. And so I'm like, okay, that makes sense. And then, talking to him, he was like, you got to get over to TikTok, one, and two, it's the short form video, because as you can see, Instagram doesn't care about photos anymore.
They said it themselves.
Right. So it's like,
it was like, yeah, even when you go to post, the reels is before photos. That tells you where we are.
Exactly. So I just noticed, like, I did my first reel, when it first came out, and I honestly should have kept doing it, kept going, because that's when you had the most reach.
Oh, at the beginning?
Yeah.
Yo, I used to do stupid reels and get like 20,000 views doing nothing.
Yeah. So I should have kept it, but I wasn't comfortable with the editing software that I was using, and
okay.
and then I got, to be candid and be quite honest, I got into a little funk during the pandemic. You know what I mean? Like,
really?
Yeah. I mean, talking to my wife, she was like, you were really depressed. I could see that you were depressed. Like, I stopped dressing. I stopped even caring about getting my hair cut. I just stopped, just care. I was just playing 2K. That's all I was doing, playing 2K, doing
work. Okay.
Yeah, so I was just kind of just like, whatever. So when I wasn't in a space to be fresh, I wasn't in a space to be creative as well. So it was more so becoming a chore to do these brand,
to be creative.
Yeah, to do this brand content and all this other stuff. So now we recently moved into a new space, a new home, which we did maybe about 2 or 3 months ago. But my wife helped put together basically the space where I do all my videos at now.
Oh, okay. So you have like a content creation space in your home.
You could call it that. It's like our den area, but I just use it as to do my content.
It's where you make content. Right. Yeah, I mean, every creator needs a space to create. Like this, my office is my space to create. It's actually my closet, because dead ass, this is my actual closet. Like,
oh wow.
Because I got too much shit and I don't got nowhere to put it. So I was like, I need a space to put it. But then I was like, I need a space to work more. And I was like, well, I'm just going to work with my clothes behind me, because that's what we got to do.
Fact.
So
yeah, you need
for me, that's what it's been.
Yep, you need that space. I got that space. And ever since then, I've just been more like, it's better lighting. It's already set up. All I have to do is just put my little tripod there and just record and create. So I guess the workflow has gotten a lot easier, which has allowed me to pump out more content. Pardon?
Now that you have the space.
Yeah. So and then that helped. So to get back to what you were saying, I just noticed a trend that photos weren't doing it anymore. It's honestly easier for me to do a quick video than try to like find a unique background and try to get a crazy outfit and look super cool in a photo.
Really, you find it easier to make videos?
I think so, for me, because I can do it myself. Okay. With
makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah. You don't need to. Okay,
yeah,
cool.
I don't need a professional photographer or somebody to edit it, and I gotta wait on them. Like, I could just do a video. Like, I did a video yesterday, waiting for the barbecue. You know what I'm saying? And basically, I did it before I left out the house. It took me 3 minutes to do, and I just put the tripod up in front of the window, and I just stood there. but you throw some music on top of it, throw a funny caption, and you got content.
There you go. You got your content. Yeah, I get it. You basically figured out how to make creating content easy, fast, and simple. Because if you're going to be cranking them out, I mean, at this point, I feel like Instagram wants you to put up at least one a day
At least.
to like doing anything.
At least.
So if Instagram wants you to be creating one piece of content a day, it got to be easy. Because if it gets complicated, like I really want to know, I be thinking to myself, like the comedy creators, I don't know how they create those. How are you consistently funny 3 times a day? I don't know how to do it.
3 times a day.
Like I got one joke in me per week. Yeah. That's about it.
Yeah. They probably got help. They probably, you write it down. Like a lot of stuff that I've been doing, I just been writing it down. Like I have.
So you strategize your content. You don't just I'll turn on the camera and record.
Oh yeah, you gotta have some type of strategy to make it make sense.
Okay, now we talking about next level content creation, because this is not. I mean, I feel you. I strategize my content, but that's next level content creation. That's when you figure out, okay, this is the shit I actually want to do.
Yeah,
and then you start saying, okay, I want to do, I know this week I got this to do, I got this to do. Okay, let me create, like I knew I was going on 2 dates last week. So I was like, okay, I'm going to create 2 date night looks with these, and I'm going to do the content before I go on the date. And then I know while I'm on the date, I know that I also want to create more like city content, like things to do in Atlanta, because that's where I'm from. Well, that's where I live. So I know I want to do more content around like things to do in Atlanta. So I know while I'm on the day, I'm recording like whatever the nice places that we go or whatever. So for me, like that's my strategy of thinking, okay, I'm going to get at least 5 pieces of content out of this 2 days, right? And then it's also thinking, okay, if I go to a concert, that's 2 pieces of content, because I'm gonna do one of the line and I'm gonna do one of the concert, and then I might do another one with like me like singing off key, because I like to sing off key on purpose sometimes. So shit like that. That's me thinking about the content that I'm gonna create. So you're right, but I think So talk about elevation. Like, how did you used to start creating content, and then how are you now with the content creation?
When I was like super consistent when I was really trying to grow over on Instagram, I guess I would kind of base it off of what I thought the audience needed. So I based it off of season. Okay. So right now, like I did a top 5 spring fragrances. You know what I mean?
Yes, I remember that.
So yeah, that's some timely stuff. And then like I just did a video on an all-white outfit, because you got Memorial Day weekend. Everybody wants to have an all-white party. So just timely stuff, like here soon, I'll probably do a video on Father's Day gifts ideas,
Thank you. I need to.
Right, so just little stuff like that.
I got like 7 pieces of content to make.
Yeah. So, and now with TikTok, people ask you questions, and so your replies becomes the fuel for content.
It becomes another piece of content, right? Yeah. You are so correct. And I noticed Instagram obviously copied that from TikTok, because Instagram now has the reply option.
I didn't know.
Right.
I don't even know.
Yeah. Instagram has a reply. When someone replies to your reel, you can make that the content, just like how TikTok does. Yeah.
And you know what? If you probably use that, they'll probably spread it out more, because they want people to use it. So we gotta use that. I'm glad you mentioned that.
See, I never thought about that, because that's not how I make content. I never make content from the comments.
Yeah. So, but that, bro, it's because like I'll have a video over there on TikTok, and it's 10 people. Where'd you get your pants? Where'd you get your pants? Where'd you get your pants? So it's like, okay, rather than replying back to all these people, let me go ahead and make a video about where I got pants. And that's content. That's an additional piece of content right there.
Yep, and it don't have to be hard. You could just hit the reply button, put up a screen recording of where you got it from, and then do a green screen. This is where I got my pants from, and then move. It's simple. By 37 seconds, you just made another piece of content. It can be really simple. It can all be so simple, but sometimes we rather make it hard.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I used to think it was so hard and time consuming to make good stuff. So, like, like I said, when I first started out and I was being very consistent, I would batch shoot and I would get my photographer.
Oh, I still do
Huh?
that. Oh, I
Yeah,
still do
yeah. But I
that.
would get my photographer, but it was more photography. So I have to make sure that I get every single piece of attire and
Mm-hmm.
all the because I'm an accessories guy, so all the accessories I gotta make sure I got all that stuff, all the shoes,
See,
and so packing all that, and I was just like, bro, this is a lot, and so I think I got burnt out on doing that. Honestly,
that's what
yeah,
happened. So then you found a new
yeah.
medium, which actually helps. I mean, you know, the, I wasn't gonna talk about that, but we could pivot into that. Like, talk about influencer burnout
Mm,
because there's some real shit,
mm,
and you know, there's some real
yeah.
shit. And was that what you were experiencing when we got in the pandemic, or was it something
I
totally
think it was
different?
a bit of both. It led to the burnout because I wasn't inspired to, like I said, I wasn't inspired to get dressed, and so if I had to get dressed to make content, it was starting to be more of a chore than something that was just easy, natural. Like these get ready with me, like people are eating that shit up, and that's just me literally getting dressed. Like I'm literally like just getting dressed and I guess
I'm about to drop one right after we
yeah,
record
it's
this.
like I'm like, okay, this is what y'all want to see, but I understand why it's so powerful because once you start giving them the options, be like, should I wear this shirt or this shirt? This is the type of stuff I go through when I'm getting dressed, and to explain like, okay, I'm gonna wear these boots because it'll give the look a little edge, or explaining why I chose the cologne that I chose, or why I put on the accessories that I.
I listened to your post about cologne because that's an area of life that I have not ventured
Mm-hmm.
into that much. Whatever Dove smells like, that's what I smell like. I don't really do too much of the.
Yeah,
However, I have decided that in my mid 30s, I want to have a signature
there you go.
scent. Like when I want to walk in a room and before I turn the corner, people like, yep, Kirk here. I smell them. That's what I'm looking
What you got?
for,
What you got
and I
in
haven't
mind?
found it yet. I like floral. I like light. I want to smell like I want to smell like 6 p.m. in San Diego at 7:50. That's very specific, but I like to smell like
Well,
springtime.
I mean,
I don't like nothing too heavy.
Toy Boy. Try Toy Boy by I think it's Moschino. Toy Boy.
T O
T O
B
Y B O Y.
A
Toyboy.
B O Y. Okay, all right.
Get
I
a
will check
sample
that
of it.
out.
It's not expensive. Like that's one of my. It's super airy. It's unique. It's got like rose in it. Um, yeah,
I'm
yeah,
sold.
like a vetiver. So, but the thing is, don't pin yourself down to like one scent. Because with fragrances, they can change by your mood. It can change by the weather. It's all different types of stuff. Like, so,
Wait, what you mean? Yeah, because I saw you talking about daytime and nighttime, and I was like, wait, why do we have a different fragrance for the
yeah.
day? Explain that, because I don't know about that.
Okay, so like you said, you like fresh scent, so that'll be like your Dolce Gabbana. What's it called? It's the little light one. Um, but you got two different types of Dolce Gabbana. You got the one which you can wear at night. It's more boozy. It's a warm fragrance. It's it doesn't project crazy, but once you're in close with somebody, then they can smell you, and that's when you want them to smell you if you're on a date. So that's why you have like date night colognes and stuff like that. But then you also have colognes that project really crazy, like that Dior Sauvage Elixir is just
Oh, that's the one you smell
that's the
around
one.
the
If you
corner?
if you want somebody to smell you when you walk in the room, you throw that one on, and everybody's going to know that you just walked in that room. But you wouldn't want to wear that on a date because you might your date be like, man, you smell good, but it's so strong. You know what I mean? So you want something more
Uh-huh.
you fake. So I would wear Dior Sauvage like if I'm going to a club or if I'm going to somewhere outside that I just that crazy.
Oh,
You know what I mean? So,
okay.
but another like Prada L'Homme is a good daytime fragrance. It's all purpose. You can wear that anywhere. Um, It's clean. It's not offensive. You can wear it to work. You can wear it to the gym. You can wear it to move anywhere. So it's like, and I got into it because I used to be an oils guy. I used to wear like Egyptian musk. Like that was my
Those I have Egyptian musk.
right. And
I have
got
that. The little rolling
yeah.
thing.
I got no beef with the Egyptian musk, but that's where I used to go with it. And you know,
Look at the
yeah,
elevation. Look where you
growth,
are talking about Dior
growth,
Sauvage.
indeed.
Okay. So in the spirit of growth, one thing I want to know is so I know that you've been growing your Instagram, but you talked about before we started the podcast, you talked about the growth you're having over there at TikTok. So explain to me, like, what was the moment on TikTok? Like, what was the video that you saw that was like moving the needle for you? What was that number?
So I was at 120 followers the end of last month. Well, yeah, we're in May currently while we're doing it or whatever. So the end of last April, I posted a video and it was my first ever Get Ready With Me. And I posted it over there. I made it on some late night. I'm like, I had this outfit on. I'm like, man, this is fly. Like, or it was a suit that I wore to work, and I took it off. And I was like, I think I was at home by myself, and nobody was at the house. So I was like, I got some time in my hands. Let me just make this video. And just all the little things. It was very like it wasn't on accident. Like, so the shoehorn is a big thing that I've been using.
Yes, I saw you drop the shoehorn, and I was like, wait a minute, it got an extendo.
Yeah, so the shoehorn, because I've seen people use a shoehorn, but I've never seen anybody use the extended shoehorn, the retractable one. So I was like, okay, I can put that in there. That can be a piece. I could put a candle in there just to set the vibe, and then just get dressed.
Yes, you always like
it's like I'm showing. I'm
candle.
like, I want you to be immersed. I want it to be a vibe. So when I posted that, I just posted it. I thought I was gonna perform like every other TikTok I did, maybe get 500 views, you know what I mean? And I was just like, whatever. Now, eventually I was going to post it over on Instagram because I had a lot better engagement on Instagram because I had 15,000 followers as opposed to 120. I posted it, and I don't have any notifications on TikTok. So I didn't know what was happening. I woke up, I had like 1,500 followers and 10,000 views on this video. I was like, I hit. I was like, it finally hit.
You hit a lick.
So I was like, okay, this is the growth that they've been talking about. And so I was like, all right, 10,000, cool, this is awesome. But I didn't realize it was just going to keep going and growing. So it's currently, I think, at like almost 300,000 views. But it just keeps going. Like people keep commenting, people keep sharing. And then the thing that I did, and this was because I did research from YouTube, I made sure to put a call to action at the end of the video. Yeah. So a lot of people
talk to me about call to action because I know about them, but you're reminding me that I've never used.
You probably have used it. Like call to action is just saying like and follow. Like that's it, or comment below.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? That's a call to action. Like,
I've done that.
Yeah,
I've done that.
So, but a lot of people miss that opportunity. They'll have a video that takes off, but they don't tell them to follow. They don't tell them to like. And so once the algorithm see like, okay, people are following him off of this piece of content, this must be good. Let's keep pushing it out. Let's keep pushing it out until people stop following or until people stop liking. And like I said, it's been a slow burn, but it's almost at 300,000. And since then, I've tried to post it.
That's not slow. You said that was a month ago. I mean, and I guess is that really slow?
Oh, you can have a video go 2 million in a night over there on TikTok.
Okay, all right, cool. I guess in theory, if that's the case, then yeah, so that's slow. Like,
I've seen, I got literally
to go from that in a month sounds like
one day and it got 1 million views. So it's like, yeah. Whew. So that's why I say it's a slow burn. But I'm not mad. That's the highest piece of content that I've ever had. But yeah, so that's the moment. when I saw that, I was like, okay, this shit is real. So then I start posting something every day. But what I think the mistake that I made, I should have just kept doing get ready with me's. I was like, man, they don't want to see that no more. I got to give them something different. TikTok is totally different because the following, the content is not going to your following first. It's going to they're spreading it all over the place, right?
Got it. They're
They're
spreading it
spreading
to
it to
everybody
everybody.
else.
So the thing is to do the exact same thing because you're going to get all new eyes on there. And then people are going to be like, oh, this is cool. I like this get ready with me stuff. And, and so I now that's like my, I know if I want something to really perform well, let me just go ahead and do it, get ready.
I agree with you. My getting ready is better than any other piece of content.
But I also got the fragrance.
Clearly, people want to see it, so that's what I'm gonna give y'all.
That's what y'all want. I'm gonna give y'all until it gets stale. But I also want to sprinkle in other stuff. So another video that's been doing very well is the Hoochie Daddy shorts.
Everybody love. Yes, we are now entering into Hoochie Daddy season.
And believe it or not, I made that video because I was on Twitter and I saw the comedian. I saw that. So I was like, this is a funny ass sound. I'm like, this could be a good video. That's how I think now. I was like, this could be content. So I was like, I can record it, but then I was like, let me look at this page because I want to make sure that I give the comedian his just due. So if he has it on Instagram, I'll use his sound to make a video. Went on Instagram, he had the sound. Went on TikTok,
they made it a remix now, and it got music.
I'm sure. So because it was two different ones. So it was that one, and it was the one with the girl saying, and this was an old video that she did with like, where you going? Gray shorts, hey, gray short, like cat calling men.
Oh yeah, I seen that one too.
Yeah,
cat calling.
Yeah. So that's me just like that. So rather than being late to the trend, I was one of the first people on there. So like, if you go look at that sound, my video is like one of the top 6 sounds. You know what I'm saying? So that was just me being smart, being nimble. Be like, okay, let me go ahead and get off my butt, make this quick video real quick, so I can hop on that trend.
I wasn't looking at it like that when I heard it. I was like, oh, this is funny, and I just moved on. See how different creators think about things differently. I didn't know it was going to be.
But I didn't think that was going to be like that. But I've just seen people talking about the thighs, like on Twitter, because like a lot of stuff starts on Twitter. Believe it or not, like
everything starts on Twitter.
And that's why I keep my Twitter. I stay on there. I'm pretty active on there. But a lot of my content ideas come from Twitter because like I'll see it on Twitter, then you'll see it on Instagram 2 days later. So yeah. But that's where it started over there at TikTok. So basically, I went from 120 last month, and in a month I got almost 15,000. So I'm almost got the same amount of following that I have on Instagram in a month, which is crazy.
That's the kind of growth that I'm looking for in 2020 of the two. I want explosive growth. I feel like I've been at this entrepreneurship for, I think this is year 6 or year 7. I'm sorry, that's a lot. I've been at this business for 7 years. I've been an entrepreneur for 12. And I'm ready for like something to go because I feel like my bank account doesn't reflect the amount of work I've put in.
I'll tell you what, man, I really appreciate the platform that you made. Like, I know you said you've been following me, but I've been following you. I've seen the different changes that you've been doing with the XL Tribe. You were one of the first pages that like reposted my content when I was starting out. And I appreciate that. You know what I mean? Like it allowed me to, reach a new audience and then also become cool with other people, in the big and tall space. And so thank you for providing that platform for the big and tall gentleman. You know what I mean? It's dope stuff.
You're very welcome. I feel like my job is very rewarding, but it's silently rewarding because I know that it's helping people. I know that it's changing people's lives. But I need y'all to know that I really do this because I want to see us everywhere that we can be. Like I'm waiting I feel like my job will never be done because there's too many hearts and minds to change. But I feel like one of the major factors that I think about is like when I saw that Dolce& and Gabbana gave DJ Khaled his own line and then the line went up to a 4X, that to me says we're heading in the right direction. That's what I'm looking for. I feel like when luxury fashion catches up, that's when I know we've done our jobs, you know? And so that leads me into my random question round that I wanted to get into. So it's about entrepreneurship. And the question says, if you had no deadlines, what project or task would you focus on right now? Like if you had to worry about paying no bills, you just could focus on one thing. Like what would that be?
I mean, ideally, I would love to have like a brand for the big and tall gents. You know what I'm saying? Or be a thought leader for a brand. You know, just to help bring like the sizing, get the sizing right, get what we want to see right. Because it's like that'd be the biggest part. You know what I mean? You get something, you find something that's fire, that's dope, and then it's like you come in the mail and it don't fit. So it's like that's what I want to be like just helping. I would help with that. You know what I mean? Give some ideas on what we.
I have a name for that. I have a title for that because I've also thought of that idea. It's a brand. I want to be a brand concierge. That's what I want to do when I retire. I want to bridge the gap between what you see in the store and who's making the decision for that to show up in the store. Because that's where we're not, and that's where we need to be. Yep. Because if in those rooms y'all had big and tall people in those rooms, I would tell you we're not wearing that shit. Straight up like that.
Somebody over at like Boohoo,
I would also tell you
Boohoo is doing good work over there. Somebody over at ASOS. Well, ASOS used to be really good. They've been kind of falling off on the plus design. Yeah, I haven't.
Really? I thought they were the first in the space.
Yeah, but I'm saying they haven't been keeping up.
Oh, they haven't been as on it as they
used to have be
were.
Good with the trendy stuff, but they haven't been on trend for the big and tall guys. It seemed like I don't know if guys haven't been buying it or purchasing it, but it seemed like they kind of did it. They're not as like focused on getting big and tall product over there, like new stuff. To me,
oh, you know what? Now ASOS is a brand that I hear about constantly, but I have never ever. I've purchased from ASOS once. I don't know what it is. I can't tell you. There's no reason. I'll have nothing against them. It's just when I think about fashion, not fashion in general, when I think of like going to purchase something, I just never think about them. I don't know why. I don't know what is it. I just never get led to their website. And one time I got led to their website and I purchased a piece of River Island. And I remembered River Island because Rihanna had did a line with them like many, many years ago, like long before she got into fashion. She did a line with River Island, maybe like in her like Good Girl Gone Bad, but like her rated R era, she had a line with them. And I remember them. So when I saw it on ASOS, I was like, oh, let me buy this. To this day, that is one of the most consistent pieces of shirt that I wear. It's a peach colored short sleeve shirt. And to this day, it's the one shirt that I wear more than any other shirt in my closet. And I have like 500 shirts. Don't tell nobody, but I have like 500. Yeah. I have a lot of shirts. But I wear that one. And for the life of me, I'm like, so if I like the shirt, why don't I keep buying the shirt? I don't know. But ASOS is definitely a brand I want to focus on.
Like, I mean, I've done stuff with them before. But like I said, recently, I haven't been, I'll go in there just expecting to see something fire. And it's just like, it's like, I'm seeing better stuff at Walmart. Like,
you know what? Let's see. See, we were going. See, you ain't skipping ahead. See, because that's where we going next. All right. So I wanted to talk about what I like to call your mid-tier luxury. What I call mid-tier luxury is where I feel that Walmart and Target have stepped into, and I don't know if this see this Walmart right here. See, what I have felt over these past few years is that Walmart and Target, first of all, they started creating better quality clothes. Their clothes might cost $20, but I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna get as I learned from my mentor, Walmart and Target is giving you more cost per wear than things that I spend more money on now. I don't know what it is with their quality of clothes, but it's not fading. You know, the stitches aren't starting to come out of the seams. It's really starting to become quality things I can like buy and I know they'll last, which Walmart never used to be like that. So I like wherever they're going. So whoever's taking y'all in this direction, y'all need to keep them on board. Okay, Walmart and Target, you hear me? Keep them. So I want to know, how often do you shop? Like, is Walmart included in your shopping trips? I guess we'll call them.
Absolutely. I mean, now for sure. Like for these shirts, I've probably gotten like these type of shirts, these button-down joints.
Man, button-down.
I probably got about 5 or 6 of those shirts from Walmart. Like just easy 5 or 6.
I think I got like
nothing wrong with that.
Maybe 11.
But I got the Walmart, and I also got about 4 from Target. So it's like I just been like, if I see it, it's in my size. I know that I need to get it now because that size is gonna be gone when you come back. It ain't gonna be.
You know, that's what I wanted to talk about. I want to talk about that. I feel like, do we not know, as a community, do we not know that Big and Tall exists at these stores? Because when I go to Walmart, one thing I consistently do is record, which I still have to put out that video. See, I'm the content creator. I record everything and then I make nothing. That's my issue. So I have everything recorded in my phone, but I never make it in, like it never turns into anything. Like I have 7,000 videos in my phone that have tons of content. I just, whatever, we'll get that another day. But so I record every time I go to Walmart, right? And one thing I notice consistently, especially in the Walmarts that have, so I learned Walmart has higher in line things that they don't push to your low end stores. I just learned that actually. So Bonobos, you know the brand Bonobos? They have a Walmart brand that's specifically for Walmart, but that is called Fielder.
I haven't seen that.
Yes. So they also have Free Assembly,
I have,
which is another
Free Assembly things. Yeah,
right. But the Free Assembly is not in every Walmart because I have been looking for Free Assembly for 2 years since they came out, and I could never find them in the store. Randomly, I went to a higher end Walmart and I found it. And I found where is that? Where was that? Chambly area. It's like right outside of Atlanta. And I discovered they had like an entire, you know how stores used to have like sections, like, you know, when you go to Macy's and it has like the polo section. So they have a Fielder, a Bonobo section, and they have a Free Assembly section. Wow. I have never seen that. Number one. Number two, I mean, them polos, they gave Pima cotton for $22. And I'm like, how? See, so what I want to discuss really with Walmart is, you said you pick up about 4 or 5 pieces. So I want to know, why don't we know that Walmart have these things? Because when I go, I see the sizes that are left are the 5Xs and the
Somebody knows something.
smalls. So two group of people don't know it exists.
I don't know. I mean,
Why?
they don't really. I've never seen an advertisement for No Boundaries because that's the shirts that I like out of there. That No Boundaries stuff. I've seen the Free Assembly advertisements because I remember, wasn't that President Jamal Adams, the NFL player? He did an ad for them.
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
yes, I remember that. Yes,
like,
for Free Assembly.
Like, let me go on here and see what's going on. What? And I think some people just like going into the store, being able to get it, being able to try it on. Like, they don't know their size like that. Like, so shopping online may be intimidating for some people. But I'm very comfortable with shopping online because I know for a fact that you can find what you need on there, and they have extended sizes online as well. Like, I got this shirt I got from Target. I tried it on in like a 2X, and I'm like, this is not going to cut it. So then I went online. They had a 3X tall. You can't find that in store.
Yes, Walmart and Target both. Not Walmart. Target sells they talls online. They don't sell it in stores. I don't know why, so, but they don't.
I got like 4 shirts in a 3X tall. Like, I knew that, but I had to go in there and see how it fit, and then I was like, okay, now I'm comfortable with buying like 3 or 4 of these shirts. And so, like, my trip to LA, I had all Walmart, JCPenney, and Target shirts. Like, that's all I packed, and it worked out.
So what I want to know from you, I want to move into the section where I ask you about a famous, what I call famous. It's not really famous, but like I call it famous Instagram post. Like, I want to know, like, what was the inspiration behind the post? Because a lot of times people don't know. Not a lot of times. Most times, the viewer of the post doesn't know. It might took you 17 times to take that photo. Or that's if you're taking your own photo. Or if you're a photographer like me, sometimes you take 100 shots and you only find one. So I recently saw you post about the Nike ad. Do you remember this ad? First of all, how did Nike approach you? And then how did you end up narrowing it down to that photo?
So I didn't use. So Nike. That was the 3rd time I've actually worked with Nike. So yeah, we're.
Oh
yeah, they've been rocking with your boy.
He letting y'all know.
They've been rocking with your boy, and I appreciate it. Like, whoever over there, that's what I try. I try to be very pleasant with whoever is the coordinator, because I want to make sure I get my content in on time. I give them the deliverables that they need. I might even over deliver and sometimes, so they can have everything. They can have all the options.
Under promise and over deliver. That is Apple's strategy, and it works.
So yeah, so I mean, I have reached out to, like, the 2 previous times I worked with my best friend, one of my best friends in Dayton, because I just wanted to be local. I wanted to be like, all right, I'm going back home. I'm from Dayton, Ohio. I went back home. I did a couple shoots right downtown Dayton, because I'm like, man, we're gonna be loyal to the soil. We're doing it all homegrown. The 3rd shot, loyal to.
Come on, loyal to the soil. You sound like you're a rapper in your heart. Come on, you got something else to tell us, Mr. Grayson?
That's all we got.
Okay.
So I think he was in Atlanta when I needed to get the last one done. So I had reached out to a guy that I had worked out with, and he did a video for me, and I was like, that video was fire. Let's like, I got a big opportunity. Let's try to do this. And so he got it out. He got it done. Got it to me quick. That actual location I did is like one of the first places that I've done. I did content before. Like, that was when I first started off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was this.
That's where you were shooting content at,
and it's just dope in there because it's like clear. It looked like,
all the lights coming in. All the light is coming in on every side, because I can see.
So it's just perfect for a good picture. And it just looked like you in Spacer. So it just looked dope. So I was like, I want to do this next one there. And then we just went outside, did a couple shots. But Yeah, that's basically how it was, man. Nike reached out to me that first time, and they caught me by surprise because, when they pay for your content, they're gonna put that. They put it everywhere. Like I'm in an email blast. I'm in Snapchat ads. I'm in Instagram ads. They had me on the Nike app, so it's like they're gonna put your stuff where it need to go.
See, and I appreciate that. You know why I appreciate that? More than the visibility that it
Mm-hmm.
gives to you, the content creator, what it really does is tell people that big and tall
Yeah.
is worthy of being seen. Because one thing that really burns my biscuit is when a brand pays for your content and sit on it.
It don't burn my biscuit as long as I'm getting paid. It don't burn my biscuit. I need
I
that
don't even
money.
care
That's what
about the
I
money,
need. I
man. I
need that
want my work
cheese.
to
That's
be
what I got it this
seen.
for. To help out big and tall fellas, to add representation, but I'm also trying to, get compensated appropriately as well.
I mean, I understand. I understand. Money's important, but for me, it's about like I would rather get no compensation, but my work be seen all across the globe than you pay me and my work is shelved. It just,
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to
yeah.
continue to post content regardless. You know what I mean? So that's why we got our own platform. That's why you got your own platform.
Hmm.
We don't have to depend on nobody else.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
absolutely correct. You don't have to depend on it. But let's be real now. See, when Nike puts you all across the globe, that's a
Yeah. Yeah.
that's on some that's on some extraterrestrial level because they have a brand loyalty that is almost I think only Apple and Microsoft got that kind of brand loyalty Nike got. And people daddies grew up liking Nike and their
Yeah.
kids like Nike because they daddy
Yeah.
like
People
that
go to
kind of
school. They
brand
choose their
loyalty
school. Oh, this is a
that
Nike
now
school.
they
I'm going there because
grandkids.
they got Nike. Yep. Oh, y'all got Adidas? Oh, I can't rock with y'all. I
That
got
kind of brand loyalty.
I'm just saying,
Sorry.
some people might be
Yeah.
loyalists to Adidas. I'm like, I don't have any type of,
Mm-hmm.
I like whatever's fly, whatever's fresh. Honestly, I kind of go away from
Mm-hmm.
what's trending and get kind of, try to start a new wave, and then eventually that becomes the wave, and then I gotta switch it up again. You know what I mean? So it's just crazy just trying to stay in
Mm-hmm.
front of the stuff. But at this point, I'm just, huh? Yeah, I just
In the
wear stuff that I
wave.
like, wear stuff that's comfortable, and do it like that. Yeah.
Okay. So what I want to know in closing is if you had one word to sum up your journey or a piece of advice, either one that comes to you, to give yourself, like you've been influencing now for what,
4.
5 years,
Yeah,
6 years?
4.
Okay. So at the beginning of that journey, I'm pretty sure there's things you look back at now and be like, why did I do that? So like what's one piece of advice you give 2018
Just stay
Destin?
consistent. Consistency is key. That yeah,
Really? So
that's where I
hard.
kind of messed up at big time because I started only creating content when I was getting paid to do it, and that's where it get ugly, it get hairy. You don't get that same and type of genuine content, because I see content creators that every single post that they post is just a sponsored post or some type of ad, and it's like you can't really build your following or build a good relationship with people if all you're posting is stuff that other people are paying you. So it's like, what do you like? Because you keep posting stuff that people pay you. We don't know what you actually like. We don't know what your actual style is. So, um,
Yep.
and that's actually what's been helping me on Instagram currently. You know, like so since
Okay.
I did to myself, I did a 30-day challenge on TikTok, and I think I wanted to do, post every single day. And I
Whoa.
didn't. I might have missed like 2 or 3 days,
Whoa.
but the reason that helps is because, like I said, I don't really post on Instagram every day. My frequency over there is probably like 4 days a week, so I'm always gonna have an influx of
Mm-hmm.
content for my Instagram because I'm posting so much over on TikTok. You feel me? So
Yeah.
now my my following has been like at 15,000 for 2.5 years on Instagram. As soon as I started posting like reels consistently for like last or this month, whatever, the month of June, I've gotten 1,000 followers just by posting consistent.
See,
Just by so I'm
just
like,
by
man,
being
if I would have been
consistent.
consistent like this during the like that's where I messed up. If I would have been on TikTok or just posting reels consistently during the pandemic, like I would have been in a lot better shape.
Pandemic growth helped me because there was nobody in the world that wasn't watching you while we were in the pandemic. What else the fuck do we have to do? So that growth really helped me. But I understand you had to take time to get yourself together, and now you're together, and now you posting shit that we're all out here talking about.
Right. Where them
So
Hoochie
where do I
Daddy
buy that
shorts from? Where them outfits at? Where them sets at?
Right. Wait, those are not easy to find. I know this is like a whole PSA, but Hoochie Daddy shorts ain't easy to find.
They got some shorts at the 4-inch, 5-inch seam shorts at Walmart, man. They got they got the cloth ones, they got the like linen blend ones, like they I got a 2X. The 2X is just like right on top.
Too much bag
if
in
I
them.
bend down the wrong way, it could be a wrap. But I'm just getting into I think the ones I got, the sets I have are from Boohoo Man and Fashion Nova Man. I'm at 3X and I'm just right for the bottoms. You know what I mean? Like the bottoms don't they not like super baggy, they right on time. So yeah, I've been in the gym too, so I'm trying to preserve my sexy and make sure that I'm eating right because I'm trying to. I love being a big and tall cat, but I also gotta be healthy too. You know what I'm saying? So that's very important. So
that's a thing.
Yeah, I got my dietitian, I got my trainer. So I'm just trying to, improve in that area. And also I want to explain because you did ask what my name, Carpe DMG, Carpe. Yeah, we did.
I did. We skated right on past that, didn't we? I like cell phone content. I do, but I always feel like I could do better and I can elevate. And I have everything. I have 7 cameras. Like I can create, like,
oh yeah, definitely
better stuff with my camera. So I just try my best too. But I get lazy. Sometimes I do my getting ready on my phone, and I can tell the difference. Maybe y'all can't, but I can't. It's not even major things. It's just things because my eye is trained to see things differently, especially when it comes to audio. That's why I didn't want to record this on my phone because like the audio. But I don't know. I've never used this program, so I don't know what it's going to look like. But anyway, we just went way over what I was supposed to talk about. Carpe Diem, tell the people where they can follow you. If they've been hiding under some sort of rock, turn over the stone and give them your IGs.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So again, it's Carpe_DMG. That's CARPE_DMG. You can follow me on Instagram. You can follow me on TikTok. I'm on Twitter, but Twitter is more just a personal page. I don't really, do any type of content creation over there, but just hanging out, chilling. But most of my content is centered around big and tall gentlemen. I'm here to help you get fresh, help you have more confidence in your style, find places to get your clothing, so and I'm doing like different stuff on like, scents and smells and fragrances. So
Sense is your new
thank you
niche market, and I like it. Stick to that sense lane because I am my own content creator and I don't know shit about sense, so this There's always someone that doesn't know something exists. Although it still surprised me to this day. Not surprising, but it's interesting to me today is how many people don't know where they can find clothes at. Like, not even just your online retailers. Like, there's so many people that don't know, like I said, about the Walmarts, the Targets, the Old Navies. Like, they just don't know. And so, even though you know, it might become redundant to you. I always want you to remember when you're creating content, somebody's about to see this content that did not know this existed. So even when you be like, man, I done made 39 getting ready with me. They don't want to see this shit no more. The 40th one.
That's
going to be the first time somebody
like
see this shit.
I'm a big advocate over TikTok right now. That's how it works. You know what I mean? And you get a follower. So
perfect example.
I noticed that, and I see how other guys dress. Like some of the guys over there that think that may be like the leading big and tall guy on TikTok, and I'm just like, that ain't all the way yet, bro. So let me show you. Let me show you a different option. You know, this is that's your way. I got my way.
Let me show you
a lot. And then so you know,
yep.
I used to use the hashtag the Public Ivy League, and that's still a part of my whole space. But the thing that the thing that means is that the public part is like streetwear, you know, your casual wear. The Ivy League is, you know, your dressing, your more preppy style, and they both have to coexist. So I like to have a balance.
That's a good way to explain
I like to have a balance
in
both of those. And so you might see me in a suit, you might see me in a button down, you might see me in a t-shirt, you might see me some Jordans, you might see me in some Gucci loafs. You never know. I like clothes, I like to be comfortable, and I'm real big on like dressing for the occasion. And so you have these content creators that are really good with the streetwear, but then they don't know how to put a suit on. And you vice versa, you have guys that are great in suits, but they can't do just regular casual outfit. Yeah, I mean it's not for everybody, but that's really where I started. Thank you.
When you do them, that's why I post you. There you go. I'll follow the suit guy. I'm not him.
But yeah, that means
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yes.
Yeah, I appreciate you having me on, Kurt. You know, it was good to finally connect with you. I know we tried to connect when I was in Atlanta,
man.
A time or two ago, but I'm going to get back down there, and we definitely just need to, at the least, you know, grab some lunch or a drink, something. But keep up doing what you're doing, man. Yep. It's good stuff. You've been
I'm down.
A leader in this XL tribe in this big and tall space for a minute, and don't let anybody else tell you different. Mm-hmm.
Thank you, sir. I'm gonna try to remember that when I'm making content and that shit get on my nerves, or when I'm trying to post on IG. Is like, we're still trying to find the connection, and you know that reel that you didn't save yet. Yo, that shit.
Yes, sir.
Until next time, y'all.
Peace.
Peace out.